Well folks, it's finally happened. I've gone from a Jigsaw to a GS, and now look where we are.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I've been down in the
I'm here at Guildford Harley, in Guildford funnily enough. They've got in touch and invited me here to try out some of the fleet, so look what we're starting with. I think this is called the Glide, the Super Glide or something. I'm really ignorant of the entire range, I do apologise. I'll put the name up now. But it is a beast. Look at the size of it. We're going to go for a spin. So, I have not even switched this thing on yet. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to be riding today at all. I thought I was just meeting up with them and we'd go from there, but I've turned up and they put me straight out on this. I don't actually have anywhere to put the forward facing camera. There's nowhere on here that I could do it. I would need to mount it to the front there, and I haven't got anything to do that temporarily. Wow. This thing feels huge. Spot on. Thanks, awesome, man. Thank you. Look at all this. Touch screen. Am I recording? Right. Can see. Oh. That's weird, having your feet out the front. That is really weird, having your feet out the front. Wow, this could be interesting. Road ahead closed. Right, okay. Yeah, I've been having some issues with the audio. Don't really know what is going on there. I was out with the official Mr. Fish yesterday in the peeing rain and near freezing temperatures. Looking back over the footage, the audio would just cut out halfway through. I think what's happening is the lead from the mic going into the adapter is working its way out somehow when I'm moving. So I'm going to have to try and secure that somehow into the adapter, which means I'm now paranoid and I'm constantly checking to make sure the lead's not coming out. Wow, this is the comfiest seat I think I have ever sat on. That's amazing. Admittedly, I think I would rather be in California or something, cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway or Mulholland Drive, than just on the outskirts of London in February when it's about 6 degrees. Oh, this is such a nice feeling. I didn't think it was going to feel like this. Right, where are we? Town centre. I don't know where we want to go here. Don't even know where the speedo is. Oh, there it is there. It's a Harley, you only need one speed. Moving, that's it. So I'm like everyone else. I mean, I used to have a pop at GS's and then I rode one. And I've been asked about Harleys so many times. I've got to admit, I've got preconceived ideas about how Harleys handle and what they're like to ride, just like most other people, but I'd never actually ridden one. So in the spirit of living my life, I'm going to get out on them and just see what they're like. I'll tell you what, it's amazing how quickly you get used to, God, it's a clunky gear lever. It's amazing how quickly you get used to having your feet stuck out the front like this. it felt really alien to begin with, and now I almost look forward to it. Oh, that growl could be addictive. Oh jeez. I don't even know how fast I was going, but it felt like I was moving the planet there. Milford. I don't even know where Milford is. But we're going there. I want to get out into some nice country, twisty lanes. I'm not going to spank it, I just want to cruise along and see what this is like. Just gliding around the twists. Wonder what this would be like in the Picos. Well, so far, as long as you're just cruising, I mean, I've not been hustling this at all, but it stops fine, it handles fine. It's actually a really nice place to be. Yeah, it's definitely got poke. It has definitely got some pull. Get me out of here, let's get out onto some country roads. Stand by, folks. Well, I've found the country lanes. So we're on some pretty grotty road here. Very wet, lots of gravel lying around the road.
Please turn right in half a mile.
As you'd imagine, this thing is just planted. I mean, it weighs pretty much the same as the City of London, and it is just solid on the road. You feel like you're gliding along the road. We're not going quick or anything like that, but it's a really quite reassuring and relaxing feeling. And even though I can see that car in front get through the gap, I do feel a little bit apprehensive when a car's coming the other way, because I think, oh, is there going to be enough room to get this through? But obviously, yes.
Now, turn right.
My Cardo Pack Talk has somehow connected to that, because I'm hearing, unless that's the speakers that I'm hearing. Are they that loud? I thought it was in my helmet. I thought it was my Cardo had connected somehow to the bike. Oh, this poor bike is just going to be covered in grot and crap. It's a Harley, it'll disintegrate. It's weird, I know I'm fresh out on this, brand new, but I have got no inclination to sort of accelerate and try and overtake everything in front. I'm content to just cruise. It's just a really chilled out, nice, relaxed feeling. I get it, I really get that. This is lovely, wherever this is. What a beautiful little village.
Route recalculation.
This will do for now. Now this is the kind of bike that you'd want to be cruising along with and have the drone just sat behind you up there, just circling round. Oh yes. I just stopped to put the 360 camera on, and believe it or not, it started raining. And because the Insta360 is not waterproof, at least not without the sort of dive case, I had to put it away. Right, we're just going to do a little cruise, but listen to this. Nah, we don't want a bit of that. Let's try and find some rock. Oh yes, this audio better be working. Now this is a loud lid I've got, but it is surprisingly windy. Let's put the visor up and have a look. You know, actually, it's not too bad. It's better than I thought. This lid is actually really quite loud. I haven't got my plugs in. This seat is phenomenal. I just want to sit in this seat all day. It just makes you want to go places. Not in any hurry. Oh my god, a corner. Jeez, a corner, I'm on a Harley. Oh my god, it's a corner. What am I going to do? Oh, go round it. Funny that. Because you're in such a relaxed seating position, I'm feeling it in my lower back. because you're sort of leant back, legs stretched out in front of you. I remember when I moved from the Jigsaw onto like an adventure bike, onto it was the Explorer actually first, but I actually had a really sore back and wrists from sitting on an adventure bike because my body just wasn't used to it. This is no doubt going to be exactly the same. What a beautiful place. Oh man, where is this? The Crown Inn. Oh, I have no idea where we are, funnily enough. The Swan Inn. Alright, let's turn off that and enjoy the ride. Chiddingfold Golf Course. Chiddingfold. This, folks, this is a nice place to be. Now, I don't know if this has heated grips. It's a little bit chilly, and I'm feeling I've got wet gloves on from where I got caught out in the rain yesterday with Mr. Fish. Ooh. It's not earth-shattering, the acceleration on this, but it is a beautiful, reassuring feeling, if that makes any sense. You twist the throttle, and it's just this guttural growl and the feeling of just being motored on down the road. You're not going breakneck speeds or anything like that, but you just think, yeah, I'm going places, I'm the daddy, out your way. It's not even out your way, but you know what I mean? Like on another bike, I would want to be in front of that. I would be doing everything I can to get in front. I don't know why, it's just this impulse I have. The second I get on a bike, I don't like anything in front of me. I tend not to do too many track days because I'm not particularly quick and I hate having people overtake me and everything like that. And I suppose it's why I like to lead on tours and things, is I don't like, well, sometimes I do actually. I don't always like to have people in front. I tend to like to be in charge. But on this, I am absolutely 100% content with just being sat here, cruising along. Everything is right with the world. Oh, I'm in West Sussex now. Well, the brakes feel fine. Feels quite stiff, the brake lever. Mind you, this thing has 35 miles on the clock. That is it. Takes a bit of getting used to the old indicators being on left and right. You know, your left indicator's obviously on the left, and have a stab at the dark where the right indicator is. So that just takes a bit getting used to. But it's no dramas. Oh God, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm actually really enjoying this. What's happened to me? I am the first person in the world to ride a GSX-R 1000 around the world. I am Mr. Jigsaw. I was that man. Then this disease got into me that meant I actually threw my leg over an adventure bike and became converted. I became one of those GS wankers. And oh my God, I'm sitting on a Harley now and I'm actually thinking this is good. This is enjoyable. I don't get it. It doesn't compute. These are grotty roads, lots of rubbish lying there. Now I have plugged in a little route back to the dealership using my Kali Moto app. There's a sponsor on the channel now, so I thought I may as well use it. So I've got that linked up to the Cardo, and that's giving me voice navigation into the helmet. Oh yes. Now you're talking. That's a lovely smooth ride. This feels surprisingly more sporty than I thought it would. Oh, it's another one of those bend things. I feel like I'm currently careering around Brands Hatch and I'm not even making progress on the car in front, but that's all I need when I'm biking, is to feel like I'm making progress. Job done. this bike feels like you can literally charge through a wall. I want to go over there, but there's a house in the way. It's alright, let's just go through it. Bang! Hazelmere! Oh, pop in and see our mates at Hazelmere Motorcycles. It's not actually in Hazelmere, it's outside. But it's a good place, thoroughly recommend it. If you're after Suzuki's, Yamahas, that sort of thing, good place. Good people. 0.8 miles, turn right. Okay. Now, regular viewers to this channel, you will be surprised to hear that I need a pee. Oh my god, I've got the bladder of a 70-year-old, the gut of an American, and I'm riding a Harley. It's official, folks, I'm old. Oh god, another one of those bend things. This thing handles. I mean, it handles. That's the best way of saying this. This thing handles. It just goes round bends. There's no dramas about it. The bike's not protesting in the slightest. I don't know where'd the reputation of Harleys not being able to go around bends, where did that come from? Because at no point do I think, oh god, I can't go around a bend. I wonder where that came from then. So turn right then turn left. Wonder if it must mean this one. Left onto Tanner's Lane. I mean, that's really quite a clunky gear selector, but it just fits, doesn't it? You know, you're riding a Harley. It's meant to be mechanical, and this thing certainly is. Right, where is neutral? So I'm in first. Come on, let's get in neutral. No, there we go, it's neutral. Oh god, people, I'm enjoying this. Now, just before I stopped there, I was actually pushing on a little bit in the lanes just to see what this thing would be like, and it was surprisingly agile. You can really enjoy this. What a great day. Loving it. Woo-ha! Don't want to get ideas above my station. Oh, I wish you could see this smile on my face. I'm on a blooming Harley. What a gorgeous little place. I literally just thought I was coming along today to have a chat really about what potentially we might be able to do between Guildford Harley and the channel. I met Mike Noble. I met him a few years ago at one of the bike shows, because he does custom Harleys. He also owns Noble Custom, who do custom build Harleys, funnily enough. And he'd been following the channel and was saying, you know, we should get you on a Harley. Well, fast forward a couple of years and it's finally happened. So massive thanks to, oh jeez, massive thank you to Mike and everyone involved there at Guildford Harley. But yeah, I didn't actually anticipate I'd be out riding one today. So I just turned up and we had a chat, and then he said, right, let's get you out on a bike. So he gave me the key for this bad boy. And I've literally just got on it and ridden. I know nothing about it at all. Except, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's actually really quite nice to ride. You know, it's never come into my mind that I'm on a 400 kilogram lump of iron that doesn't want to go around a corner, because it just doesn't handle like that. It's surprisingly agile. You know, it would be quite cool to take something like this down onto a track. This is insane. I'm not even going that quick, but it just feels powerful. Next time I come out and do a Harley, I have got to figure out a way of putting a camera up do need to see my face. God, I'm in my grotty leathers, my knackered boots, my Icon Raiden jacket with my buffalo on underneath it. I've got my Nox armour gloves on and this new Ruroc lid. Not exactly Harlem custom apparel. I said to Mike I should be putting on some leather chaps for this, but he said that comes later. So walking into that dealership, wow, I mean the whole Harley brand just sort of hits you in the face. Not in a you're not part of this club, get out way. It's really quite welcoming. Obviously this is the first Harley dealership I've ever really gone in, but that feeling of, you know, you are part of something is alive and well with them. And I can see there's a lot of the clothing range and everything is really varied. I can see how you would end up spending a lot of money if you became part of that Harley scene. I've got friends that have bought Harleys and they just get enveloped in the whole brand. I can see why. It's, you know, some pretty stylish clothing in there. I'm no Gok Kwan, believe me. I know you'll find that hard to believe, but you know, some really Gucci looking stuff there. Very like Triumph actually. You know, Triumph's got that whole brand image going on. The street cred with Triumph is through the roof now. Amazing job done by their PR and marketing teams. Harley seems to be moving with the times too. Very impressed. Oh, this is mint. No idea what gear I'm in, haven't been taking note, but oh, there it is. It's obviously in too high a gear. Oh wow, that has some pull. Again, I was getting a lick on there, and we're on gravel, but the brakes were no problem at all. Just got the job done. I'm loving this. What a really enjoyable way just to cruise around. No idea where I was going. It's just nice to be on the road, and the sun's come out as well. Hence why I've managed to get the 360 up. I hope it's still recording. Having a few issues with my technology at the moment. Problems with the audio here. If you've not checked out Mike's channel for Noble Custom, I'll put the name of the channel up now with a little link, and there'll be a link to it at the end of the vid as well. Just check out some of his vids. They're beautifully edited. Send him some love. Hit that subscribe button if it tickles your fancy. What music do we have here? I'll probably get copyrighted. It's crazy that in your vids you can have music playing in the background which you haven't put on the video. It's just ambient sound, you know, it's there when you've recorded, and YouTube will still pick that up sometimes and copyright strike you. Absolutely daft. Anyway, you can't say anything bad about YouTube. Don't say anything bad about YouTube. It's the teat which we have to suckle. I want to do a trip on this. I want to do some sort of journey on this. I feel so chilled out. Perfectly content just cruising along. Love it. And that's us back at Harley. I think what I'll do is, if Mike's free, is I'll get him to have a quick rundown on the specs. But look at this for a showroom. Absolutely beautiful. Well impressed with that. Well impressed. Bosh. I feel like I'm home. I didn't say that. Beautiful. Some beast, isn't it? What a thing. Right, let's have a chat. Well folks, that's us back at Guildford Harley. And this is Michael, he's the sales manager here.
Hey folks, how you doing?
Now, as I said, I know nothing about this bike. I didn't even know I was going to be riding one today. So Mike's going to run through what the bike is, because I didn't even know the real name, and what the spec is. So, Mike, over to you.
Cool. So this is the 2020 Street Glide Special. Comes in obviously an all blacked out finish, making it look pretty mean. Comes standard with a 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine, so that's 1868cc in English money. 6-speed cruise drive transmission. As standard you get what you would expect on a touring motorcycle: cruise control, sat nav, DAB radio, yeah, all the trimmings. Also has a fantastic traction control system and a linked braking system. The brakes are made by Brembo. So depending on what lean angle you're at, so on and so forth, hitting the brakes, it will fire the calipers depending on your lean angle, so that you get the best traction in the corner, and so on and so forth.
That's like
yeah, fantastic bike.
Proper MotoGP Gucci spec, that.
That's it. It's all adjustable suspension as well, so you can adjust the preload, which is superb. So depending if you're 2 up or just yourself, and then there's all the added extras on top as well. So you can add what we call the King Tour Pack, what you would call, I suppose, a top box, and things like that to the bike as well. And then yeah, performance upgrades. Well, where do we start? You can do a lot. The price on these is, cut that in because I've forgotten. 12 years of Harley Davidson, working for Harley Davidson, the price has changed, so we'll have to cut that in. The bike is there you go.
Awesome, dude. Thanks very much, and I just want to say thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For the
My
opportunity,
pleasure.
and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do together.
Yeah, definitely, it's gonna be fun.
There might be a fair bit more Harleys now in the channel, we'll see. It's a lot of fun, folks. If you're like me and you totally sort of just dismissed the prospect of riding a Harley, because I basically did, get yourselves on one and give it a go, see what you think. So Mike and the folks here at Guildford Harley have very kindly let me come back and take the bike for another spin. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Job done. What is going on?